Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones is probably one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen.
Ran 125 in a row, and then he ran the Boston after that. 7-time Muay Thai world champion. He had a fight in Vegas, and he ran a marathon in the morning, and then he knocked the guy out in the third round after. Holy shit.
We're here today to share with you the 5 things that you need to develop to make yourself quit-proof. Why do people quit anyway? According to Inc. magazine and a study done by Scranton University, over 92% of people that set a goal quit on it somewhere along the way. So why do people quit anyway? Well, here's a couple reasons that people quit. They run up against walls, challenges, and hurdles they don't feel that they can break through. 2, they don't have a solid, realistic plan on how to get from their thought of having a goal to that goal. They don't have a solid, realistic plan to get there. 3, they don't take that larger goal and chunk it down into easily accomplishable micro goals, establishing a pattern of wins along the way up the ladder to that bigger goal. So, what are the 5 things that you need to develop to make yourself quit-proof? 1, you've got to figure out your North Star or your big why. Why is this important to you? And then ask yourself this question: am I interested in this goal or am I committed? Because here's the difference. If you're just interested, you'll find every reason to quit. But if you're committed, you'll find every reason to get it done. You'll figure a way out. The second thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to develop courage. You're going to have to step up. You're going to have to face your fears. You're going to have to face and eliminate those limiting beliefs and those voices inside of your mind that are telling you, I can't do this, I'm not good enough. You need to force that out of your mind, and you need to start reinforcing that with positive self-dialogue. Because let me tell you something, the person that you listen to the most in this whole world is you. So you've got to make sure that you have that dialogue of positivity and get those limiting beliefs and push them out of your mind and replace those with easy day. I've got this. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I ought to be in Hollywood. Easy day. I've got this. You've got to develop the courage. And after you've got the courage, you've got to step up and you have to actually take action. You've got to step into the game. You've got to take action. You've got to take that plan, that bigger plan. You've got to break that bigger plan down into those easily accomplishable micro goals, and you've got to take action. You've got to actually do something. You can have a great North Star. You can have great courage, but if you don't do anything, you're not going to get that goal done. So the third thing that you're going to need to make yourself quit-proof is you're going to have to take action. And action is nothing without follow-through. Follow-through is number 4. You've got to keep on keeping on. You've got to follow through. You've got to take that bigger goal and you've got to chunk it down into those easily accomplishable micro goals, and you've got to keep knocking them off the list. Number 5, you've got to hang tough, stay strong, and remain quit-proof. In other words, you don't quit. Why? Because you're committed. You find a way to get it done. So what does that mean? How do I remain quit-proof? Well, here's a couple ways that you can use to remain quit-proof. You can use meditation. There's literally thousands of things on the internet that can teach you how to meditate, to get outside of your head and into your soul and meditate and visualize. Use visual imagery. See yourself accomplishing in that goal. Feel the feeling of how great it is to accomplish that goal. Live as though you've already accomplished that goal. Incorporate as many of the other senses that you have into that visualization. Hear people cheering. Hear people congratulating you. Smell it, taste it, touch it. Everything that you can incorporate into that, incorporate into it, because the more of those 5 senses that you can incorporate into that visualization, the more your brain will think it's real and make it real. The next thing that you need to develop to remain quit-proof is something we call EQ, emotional intelligence. And that is separating your emotions from your actions. We're all emotional creatures. And many people get emotional about quitting and they're like, I can't do this anymore. I have to quit. I'm just done. I'm done. And the next thing you know, they quit. They haven't been able to develop that emotional intelligence to separate their thoughts from their actions. So we're going to give you an easy way to do that. The minute that you start getting emotional and wanting to quit, right then and there, you must pause. Pause. and then start breathing, taking deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. And use your diaphragm to breathe, diaphragmatic breathing. And if you don't know what that is, put your fingertips on your stomach, and when you breathe in, feel your stomach blowing up like a balloon, and when you breathe out, feel your stomach deflating like a balloon, and focus on the breathing, right? The pausing and the breathing is going to create a space between that emotion of wanting to quit and actually quitting. And in that space, you can think, you can go back to your North Star. Think about why it's important to you and why you committed yourself to do this. And then you take action. You go back to that micro goal list and you start knocking those things down again. And if it happens again, PBTA, rinse and repeat. You develop that emotional intelligence to separate yourself from the emotion and the action. So those are the 5 things that you're going to need to develop to make yourself quit-proof. What do you do to remain quit-proof? Comment below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button and become a member of our Quit-Proof tribe.